Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Anton Reese, President, and welcome to the graduation ceremonies of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. This is our first in-person in over 3 years, yes? Very good, yes. At this time, if you can all stand as Emily Black leads us in our national anthem. I can say that right. Gentlemen, please remove your mortarboards. Ladies may do so if you wish.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. Please be seated. At this time, I will ask that you silence your cell phones during this special occasion for students, faculty, family, and friends. I would like to recognize those honored guests present this afternoon. As I introduce our platform guests, please remain standing and kindly hold your applause until all have been introduced. From the West Kentucky Community and Technical College Board of Directors, our Chairman Chuck Murphy, Professor of Mathematics and WKCTC Board of Directors faculty Heather Coltharp. From the PJC Board of Trustees, Chair Chris Black. Our featured speaker, Colonel Crystal Dilworth Henderson, United States Air Force family medicine physician. Other platform guests, Dr. Renee Aiken, Interim Vice President, Academic Affairs. Emily Peck, Vice President, Student Services. Michelle Graves, our student speaker. Special guest in the audience, First Lady Cornelia Reese, no relation. West Kentucky Board of Directors, Kenneth Hurt. Staff Representative, Summer Holland. Student Representative, Christian Clayton. Give them a round of applause. Thank you all so much. You may be seated. West Kentucky Community Technical College is known for the outstanding success of our students, a supportive community, and a committed faculty and staff. But did you know that among our ranks are veterans of every branch of the armed forces? Year after year, our enrollment reflects an incredible diverse population of non-traditional students with military service. Even better is that we have several veterans among our faculty and staff, many of them serving as mentors to our student veterans. So in keeping with our proud tradition of serving those who served, we want to recognize those wearing red, white, and blue honor cords, and audience members who also have served by asking you all to stand at this time to be recognized. Thank you for your valuable service to our country. Chuck Murphy, Chair of the WKCTC Board of Directors, will now bring greetings and introduce our student speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. Congratulations to the graduates and your family and friends who have supported you. You're graduating today from a 5-time top 10 community college, out of more than 1,100 schools in the nation. You should be very proud, and we are certainly very proud of you. Today, I will recognize one student and one faculty Unsung Hero Award. The Student Award recognizes a student who has gone beyond the call of duty and contributed to student support, engagement, and success on campus. This year's recipient is our April Student of the Month, Zoe Perry. Zoe enrolled at WKCTC through its first Summer Bridge program in 2021. She is a Community Scholarship Program recipient and is studying to become a middle school teacher. Zoe is a member of the Student Government Association and the student worker in their office. Zoe's nominator said, "One thing that stands out to me about Zoe is her desire for everyone to be treated fairly and her strength to stand up for what is right. Her enthusiasm, kindness, and thoughtfulness are very refreshing, which makes her a great role model for others." Congratulations, Zoe. Proud of you. Good job. The Chairman's Unsung Hero Faculty Award recognizes a member of the faculty who made significant campus contributions but is often below the radar and goes unrecognized for their role in student success and enhancing campus life. This year's recipient is Director of Library Services, Amy Sullivan. Amy not only instructs students about the vast services available at Matheson Library, but she also makes sure faculty have the materials to meet their curriculum needs and welcomes and assists library visitors. Amy is a strong advocate of literacy and promotes and encourages reading for all ages. She is creative and forward-thinking. The library may be a quiet place to learn, but Amy provides a way for all to be involved in reading and learning. Amy could not be here today, but we will make sure she receives her award. Please give her a round of applause and congratulate her when you see her. We are happy to welcome Michelle Graves as our student commencement speaker. Michelle, who has lived across the country in what she proudly calls a nomadic life, returned to Paducah and began taking classes at WKCTC to complete her associate in art degree. Michelle, who is active at the college's Paducah School of Art and Design as the secretary of the Student Art and Design Club, works to encourage and empower her fellow students. She wants to continue to help others in her dream career as a psychologist. She plans to transfer to Murray State University to continue her education. Please welcome Michelle Graves.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. I'd like to say I'm very pleased to be here with everyone today in this ceremony with the faculty, staff, and students. I'll be honest, if it weren't for the support I have found here at WKCTC, I would not have thought this was the right path for me. I didn't have a support system, having just gotten out of a toxic life, and I had just landed in my very own safe space. It was perfect, and I was happily all alone. And as I thought upon what I was going to do next and how I was going to reinvent myself, I remembered my old dream of becoming a psychologist and thought, why not? I'd take classes and continue working full-time from home. And I was curious how to incorporate my art into psychology. I applied, filled out my FAFSA, and breathed a great big sigh of relief that I had actually done it. I was feeling pretty proud of myself for having taken that first step, which is always the hardest. I felt like the universe was shining on me. And then one sunny, perfect day, I went to check the mail, and my plan, as well as my feet, swept out from under me, literally. I tripped over a table leg I was refinishing, and I swear I saw it all happening in slow motion. I saw my foot land on the leg just right, sending it flying. The table leg, not my leg, And I knew immediately this was going to be terrible. Turns out I had dislocated my knee. And let me tell you, a dislocation is not like they show in the movies where you ram your shoulder into a wall and then you just keep going. No, sirree, Bob, it's not. I had to wear a brace for months and have major surgery. Plus, at the hospital, they didn't even cut off my pant leg, so it was stuck underneath this brace where I couldn't even bend my knee. And I went all the way from my ankle to the top of my thigh. The joys of being short are real. Now, I'm clumsy enough on my own 2 feet, but add in crutches, and I'm practically out of the game. Just figuring out how to visit the restroom before leaving the hospital took me 40 minutes. And I've had plenty of dark moments in my life, but this took the cake. It was on an entirely different level. It took everything I had not to give up, not to use an excuse to stay small. I could have easily have said, nah, school's too much. I'm not meant to do this. I'm not meant to be an artist. How can I paint when I can barely sit up? I knew if I called it quits, I'd never go back to school. I wouldn't try again, and I'd probably never recover my creative drive. My curiosity kicked into overdrive, though. What if I didn't give up? What would my life be like? Even if I never recovered fully, how could I still be the person I wanted to be? And I decided that if Frida Kahlo, a Mexican female artist who suffered polio at a young age and a terrible bus accident at 18, could still paint with the tremendous suffering she endured, so could I. I mean, I only had a leg brace, and she had a metal corset. So I followed that curiosity and have never looked back. I found my tribe through the students and faculty here at WKCTC, and the life I have now, I really do love. I have friends like Amber Pitt, who helped me keep going when I was down. Phi Theta Kappa gave me strength and validation. I joined the Student Art and Design Club, and its advisors, Emily Esau and Tanya Netsky, have been inspirational in their passion for their work. So I stretched my wings and began to open up to even more opportunities. I found mentors like Susan Edwards at the Rock Shop, a woman of remarkable talents. She combines entrepreneurship, spirituality, and a compassionate approach to humanity into a successful business. And I want to talk to you about why you should choose curiosity too. Imagine a world without electricity. We'd still be using leeches to cure headaches and ear infections. But even worse, we'd have no burger joints. We'd still be nomads wandering around looking for food. But enough of that, because I'm going to get hungry. You know what did get the cat, though? They did not have a support system. I believe that we'll get into trouble when we think we can accomplish everything on our own without help from others. That it doesn't matter what others think of you, or that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. By the way, it is totally the best thing ever, especially with pepperoni, and I challenge you to a taste test on that. There is good news, though. Trouble doesn't have to win. Imagine out there in not Somewhereville, prehistoric Chad the Nomad thought it would be a smart idea to take a bunch of seeds and plant them in the ground, keep them from dying, and figuring out when to harvest them, and he did it all without curiosity. I'm fairly certain there was no downtime in the nomadic days, so it wasn't boredom that had them figuring this out. It was curiosity. So how can we be like Chad and not the cat? Be curious. Just take a step. Big, little, big, matters not so much, eh? It doesn't have to be the right choice, because you can't reach your goals if your hand's closed and your feet aren't moving. You'll know soon enough what the next step needs to be, and you can always correct your course. So let's give a big thank you to Chad, because we wouldn't be here without them, and I'd bet they'd go to WKCTC as well and like pineapple on their pizza too. So I'd like to say to the students, congratulations on a job well done. You made it through a very difficult time, and it's amazing to see all of you here thriving today. So thank you.
Paducah Junior College serves as the foundation for West Kentucky Community and Technical College. PJC has a long history of committed leadership to the community and support of the educational programs offered by the college. Chris Black, chair of the PJC Board of Trustees, will now introduce our featured speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. Good afternoon. Dr. Crystal Dilworth Henderson is no stranger to Paducah. She graduated from Heath High School and began her college education at Paducah Community College, one of the founding institutions of WKCTC. She is a colonel in the United States Air Force and a family medicine physician. Colonel Henderson is the director of medical operations for the Department of the Air Force Inspection Agency, Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico. In this capacity, among many extensive duties, she ensures medically ready airmen and ready medics for the combatant commanders, as well as the delivery of trusted care for over 3 million healthcare beneficiaries. She is a highly decorated airman and earned exemplary honors such as 6 meritorious service medals, 2 Afghanistan campaign medals, 2 Global War on Terrorism medals, and 2 NATO service medals. Colonel Henderson has deployed twice in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. She's a 2-time graduate of the University of Louisville and an active member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. Please welcome Colonel Crystal Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Black. Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor, privilege, and pleasure to be here with you all today. Before I begin, I want to say a special thank you to Dr. Reese. 3 years ago, you completely surprised me when you asked me to be the commencement speaker for the 2020 ceremonies. I knew that you were trusting me with a very important task, and the fact that you did meant so much to me. I sincerely thank you for giving me this special opportunity to share some thoughts and insights with your students, faculty, staff, and the community. I have to say that it really is great to be home, and for such a great reason. It's a little surreal being here, being that this is where my adult life began. Right here at one of the founding institutions of West Kentucky Community and Technical College, Paducah Community College, or PCC as it was affectionately called. PCC and West Kentucky Technical College, the other founding institution, are actually very important to my family. Several of my family members and several close family friends attended both schools, including my mother. Give a shout out to Marion Menifee, happy Mother's Day. 2 of my sisters, 1 of my nieces, several uncles, aunts, and cousins. So Dr. Reese, when you asked me to be the speaker, without a moment of hesitation, I said yes. But unfortunately, COVID had other ideas. Every graduation season, COVID wreaked havoc and created one disappointing delay after another. I was disappointed, but I can only imagine the level of disappointment and anxiety you as graduates have felt over the last 2 years due to the uncertainties resulting from this pandemic. I can't know the specifics of what you all have dealt with during this very complicated time, but I can relate. I, like so many of you, am no stranger to adversities and challenges, creating uncertainties and feelings of self-doubt and the inclination to rethink my decisions. When I was 7, I decided that I wanted to be a doctor, and I started making moves to position myself to be able to go to medical school after college. Unfortunately, throughout my formative years, I was the victim of colorism, bullying, molestation, and psychological abuse, which caused me to question my self-worth. I started to do things that weren't always the best in order to try to fit in and to feel like I was part of the in crowd. I never told anyone about any of it, but instead I put on a happy face, buried myself in education, and used my academic accomplishments to hide how miserable I really was. Education was my escape, both mentally and physically. I knew that it was the only way to get away from it all, but right when I was on the verge of doing just that, having earned a 4-year scholarship to Howard University, I found out I was pregnant. Although I was told by so many people that I had ruined my life and would never become a doctor, I blocked them out, and as the saying goes, I let my haters become my greatest motivators. I doubled down on my educational pursuit, but changed my plan of how I was going to reach my goal, which is how I got to PCC and then to the University of Louisville. The journey wasn't easy, and at times I felt completely overwhelmed. But then I would think about my kids, my goals, and remind myself that I can do all things with faith, and if he brought me to it, he would bring me through it. Those two affirmations became my mantras and have centered, grounded, and strengthened my resolve over the years. So as I noted, I may not know specifically what you have gone through due to the pandemic, but I can definitely relate to dealing with the stress it may have caused you. Pursuing higher education is hard enough in general without the added stressors of virtual learning, social distance learning, altered schedules, worries about personal and family safety, financial insecurities, isolation for some, and not enough personal time for others. Any one of those things individually can create roadblocks in the journey towards graduation, but combined, they could bring a person's educational journey to a screeching halt. But thanks to your dedication, your determination, your flexibility, and your resilience, you have all persevered and have now achieved what some of you may have thought would not have been possible due to the pandemic. You have completed all requirements, and your accomplishment is being commemorated here today during this ceremony, your commencement. But what is commencement? The answer that immediately comes to mind is it's a graduation ceremony where degrees are conferred, tassels are turned, people are gathered, pictures are taken, and then my favorite part afterwards, a lot of food is eaten. But that's not really the answer. So I ask again, what is commencement? Webster Merriam defines commencement as an act, an instance, or time of commencing. Dictionary.com defines it as an act or instance of commencing, a beginning. And that's exactly what today is for you, a beginning. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, your new beginning. What does that mean to you, and what are you going to do with it? Well, 28 years ago, when I was sitting in an auditorium similar to this, listening to some speaker drone on and on and on about who knows what, because frankly, who really remembers what's said in a commencement ceremony? I know I didn't. I was sitting there, anxiously awaiting the moment I could turn my tassel and go eat. Yes, that is a recurrent theme because I'm a big foodie who is actually awaiting the time for you to turn your tassels. So guess what? We can go eat. I am very sensitive to that fact, so I won't keep you too long. But as the preachers always say, can I talk to you for a minute? So back to my prolific thoughts, Golden Girl style. So picture it, Louisville, 1994. A young woman from Paducah's adult life was commencing, and the world was hers. And that's exactly how you should all be feeling. Your new lives are commencing. You worked hard to get to this point. You made it. Despite the challenges, you stayed the course, pressed onward, and because of your strength, consistency, and fortitude, you are now part of a very special group of people, college graduates. You should be extremely proud of what you have accomplished. As I noted before, my family is big on education. My dad, who is a retired veteran, he was also a non-traditional student, he always said that education is the one thing that no one can ever take away from you. Always keep that thought in mind and never forget it. He also said if you get a degree and then a certification and a license, you can pretty much write your own ticket. I took that thought to heart, and you should too. You should capitalize on the momentum that you have built and use it to take your success to the next level. You had a goal and a vision when you enrolled into West Kentucky. You've achieved the first step and have now set yourself on a path for bigger, better, and greater things. So go for it. You've got it. Remember, you've proven that when you put your mind to it, you can do anything. This is your commencement, your beginning. And what happens next is completely up to you. You get to decide. So what decisions are you going to make? Every one of you has the knowledge, the tools, and now the foundation to choose your own destiny. But believe me, it's not going to be an easy journey. You'll be tested, and at times you'll feel doubted, and you may even feel unsupported. But don't ever let that stop you. During those times, be your biggest cheerleader. Encourage yourself, and know that you can do all things as long as you keep the faith and stay true to yourself. As the song says, this is your season. This is your time to reap the benefits and rewards from all of your hard work. Be proud of what you've accomplished. Know that you are prepared and ready for whatever is ahead of you. Your futures are full of great promise because things are already working in your favor. So congratulations to each and every one of you on a job well done. We are all super proud of you. Can't wait to see what happens next. So good luck, stay the course, because you've got this. Thank you.
At this time, will the faculty please stand? It is because of their knowledge and commitment to student success that we are here today. They share with each graduate the excitement of completion as well as the joy of achievement. Please join me in thanking them. Will the candidates please rise? Dr. Reese, I present the candidates for graduation, and I certify on behalf of the faculty that they have successfully completed all of the requirements for their respective credentials. Ladies and gentlemen, as the names of the graduates are read, those graduating with honors are noted in the program. Those wearing gold honor stoles are members of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Those wearing blue and gold honor cords reflect student achieving high distinction. Those wearing red cords are Community Scholarship Program graduates. These graduates met specific requirements while in high school to attain this status. Graduating students wearing blue, green, and white cords signify Student Government Association members. SGA serves as a voice of WKCTC's student body. Now the first row of graduates may proceed to the stage. All others may be seated. There will be a professional photographer taking pictures as the students receive their credentials. Please refrain from coming to the stage to take photographs. The following graduates will be receiving an Associate in Fine Arts degree. John Weston Van Cleve. Chastity Clawberg. Harleen G. Simmons. Christopher Nathan Clauber. Jenna M. Hottle. The following graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts degree. Monica Marie Little. Emily Parks. The following graduates will be receiving an Associate in Applied Science degree. Emmanuel Shane Hughes. Andrew J. Allen. Tabitha Booker. Michael Shane Morris. Jacob E. Oliver. Jacob Robert Warner. Alexander Thor Karlstrom. Nathan Richard Lawson. Rachel Nico Kelly. Daniela Patricia Govea Gonzalez. Andrew Sebastian Holland. Kaya Nicole Weinbarner. Stephanie Y. Morris. Zoe Roxana Dowdy. Dylan Downs. Diane Belinda Brunel. Summer Wharton. Hayden Ray Jones. Adam Christopher Pettit. Angela K. Powell. Tiffany H. Aiden. Connor Reese Downing. Aaron Michael Ziobro. Hunter Ray Archer. Courtney Danielle Hines. Dustin Purviance. Alexis Renee Bowers. Brandy J. Pickard. Crystal Hageman. Sarah Woodruff. Chendon Wade. Brady O. Shreves. Clarice Belcher. Brittany Mills. Michaela Rhodes. Susan Christine Dix. Caitlin Danae Dillman. Michael Ryan McDowell. The following graduates will be receiving a certificate. Thane Fawn. Tristan Isaiah Shear. Tracy Jones. Hunter Michael Smith. Stacy Nicole Ward. Betty A. Maxey. Kaylee Adams Prahota. Kiera Page Tidwell. Taylor Mael Cullens. Victoria May Shank. Autumn Nicole Beavers. Lily Ann Mendiola. It's okay. Lynn Teresa Koshams. James Zach Nelson. Dorian Bradbury. Nestona Perez. John Enrique Garcia. Will the candidates please rise? Mr. President, I present the candidates of 2022 for your confirmation.
Are you ready? By virtue of the power vested in me by the Kentucky Community and Technical College System and the Commonwealth of Kentucky, I hereby pronounce you graduates of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please be seated, and again, congratulations. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing your powerful story. To me, West Kentucky represents the face of America. You have a story, and many times there is adversity. You came to our college and saw it as a place of hope and encouragement. It is our goal that you have the knowledge and skill sets because of entering our doors to now create a better life for a better Kentucky. Central to the WKCTC mission, we teach, train, and transform with excellence to prepare our graduates to enter the workforce or transfer to a four-year institution, ultimately leading to jobs. To our special guest speaker, Colonel, if you would join me at the podium. On behalf of the West Kentucky family, congratulations, outstanding work as an alumni. And she is one of two sisters. Her older sister is also a physician as well, too. So this is great, great achievements. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would now like to invite our Student Government President, Christian Clayton, to bring greetings on behalf of SGA.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. Good afternoon and congratulations, 2022 spring graduates. Like you, I'm proud to be a student here at West Kentucky, and I wish you great success as you graduate and you move on to your next endeavors. I want to take a moment to just share about SGA. Representing my fellow students as a voice for them and getting to know them is very important to me. I encourage current students to get involved in SGA or even another club here on campus. The more engaged you are while you're here at West Kentucky, the more fulfilling your college experience can be. Graduates, from all of us in SGA, congratulations and best of luck to you in all that you do.
So students, your credentials today means you have achieved a personal mark of excellence, and it signifies evidence of achievement for your family and friends here with you today. My congratulations go to all who helped you along the way to be successful. So graduates, if you could stand and applaud your family and friends being here with you for this special occasion. Thank you. You may be seated. And to you family members sitting out there, your goal is to be on this stage to graduation. So see Emily Peck, you can enroll this fall at WKCTC. I also want to give my thanks and appreciation and take some moment to recognize our outstanding staff, many of which are here behind the scenes helping to make today possible. I also want to acknowledge Ruby Rogers, who is retiring after 25 years of service in IT. But all of our staff members here present, stand to be recognized wherever you are. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Our outstanding faculty have played a major role in our graduate success. I would like to recognize Patty Buchanan, Mary Carrico, Sue Ann Healy, Tracy Jordan, and Tiffany Morgan, who are retiring this year. Your service has been exemplary, and we would not be a 5-time nationally ranked premier college in the nation had you not been the leaders you are. So on behalf of countless students and our community at large, I thank you. Graduates, we wish you great success, and very simply put, we are proud of you. We hope you carry the feelings, aspirations, and words of encouragement expressed today with you and make the world a better place. And now, graduates, I would like to be the first to bestow the additional title of alumni upon you. So on behalf of the West Kentucky Community College Alumni Association, welcome to a very proud and a loyal alumni family. We encourage you to remain engaged and interested in WKCTC and all that it offers. So stay in touch and let us hear from you and wear your new title proudly. Sunday is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the audience and on stage. At this time, please stand as Fowler Black leads us in the singing of My Old Kentucky Home, and then please remain standing as the recessional and graduates leave the auditorium.
Feel free to join in singing our state song. The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by, hard times comes a knocking at the door, then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home far